Peace, love, and light, Libra, Scorpio, Cusp Collective, and Cross Watchers. Welcome to your very first Singles Love reading. I am super excited to bring this reading out to you all. I hope it finds you well, safe, in the best spirits, and the highest vibration possible. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. The views that I get on my Libra Scorpio videos are just absolutely amazing. So thank you guys so much for all of that love and support. And I hope that you receive that same love and support you give me back through this reading. Okay. We are going to just kind of go right into it, okay? So what will be a little different than the general readings, I won't be pulling any cosmic energy, but we will be getting into the Romance Angel Oracle. I will clarify with a tarot deck, and then we will pull a last message or overall message oracle for the spread, okay? If you need any further clarification about me as a reader, if you're new here or you just need a refresher, everything you possibly could want to know or need to know is in the description box below, okay? So take the time to scroll through it, look through it while you're listening, okay? Just so that you are in the right mindset and fully understanding me as a reader, what you need to know about my readings and how to best interpret them, okay? Here at Cusp of Roses, we do start off every single reading with a quick prayer and a moment of gratitude, okay? So this can look like you praying along with me, repeating after my intentions, you setting your own intentions or doing your own prayers. You may also have a moment of silence. Those are all very valid ways of connecting in and up to your higher self, your higher consciousness, your divine source, your spiritual team, okay? So go ahead and choose which way, what method of engagement works best for you. I feel like I already did these. Hold on. I'm just going to cut them just in case. Choose which one works best for you, how you would like to engage, and we'll go ahead and get started, all right? Okay, Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own Divine Ancestral Council, and all Archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the libra-scorpio Cusp Collective for this Singles Love reading. For all the single Libra-Scorpio Cuspers out there or any cross watchers that may be interested, we thank you for grounding us in the now moment in our own frequencies and opening us up to the most important messages of love, healing, truth, light, and wisdom for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development in love and relationships, and joy and happiness for the Libra, Scorpio, Cuspers, and cross watchers. Divine ancestors and archangels, we thank you so much for covering us in your love, light, and mercy, for lifting us up in courage and in strength every single day to face whatever comes our way with grace, with gratitude, with understanding, with compassion, not only for ourselves but for others, with honesty, with vulnerability, in love, light, and wisdom where we can and where we see fit. Divine ancestors and archangels, we ask that all of the communication regarding our destiny in this lifetime be communicated clearly through signs, synchronicities, and dreams. We thank you for that guidance. We thank you for that protection. And we pray that by honoring you and honoring our light within in this lifetime, that you will continue to love us, continue to protect us, continue to guide us, and communicate with us in this lifetime and beyond. We thank you for that love. And so it is. Okay, guys, don't mind me. I have just a little tea here. Oh my goodness. So good. Okay. My throat chakra has been going through some upgrades, so I am just making sure we are keeping that in check right now. But let's go ahead and get into this. Libra Scorpios, I'm not going to try to lead too much with any preliminary energies. Goodness gracious, make the effort just jumped out here, okay? Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, okay? That's for somebody. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about your energy, and we're just going to get into it, okay? Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What do Libra Scorpio singles need to know about love in the now moment? Passion. Oh, Okay, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. What other messages do Libra Scorpios need to know? Wow, in the now moment. Okay, we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay. And any other messages for Libra Scorpio singles? Religious factors. Okay, so your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Very, very interesting. Libra Scorpios. Okay. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, you have codependency at the bottom of the deck here. I do feel like, Libra Scorpios, you guys are breaking free from some sort of karmic cycle within your life. Okay? I do feel like this is a karmic cycle connected to action in some way. I don't know, that again is going to mean something for someone out there. Yeah, it's this, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So addictions don't always have to be intense in the form of drugs, alcohol, sex, or anything like that, right? It could be numerous things, right? Too much of anything is truly bad, right, for us. So they're wanting me to be really careful about the words that I'm using as well. Okay, so it's something here that you definitely have had to like tread through, or like not baby step, but almost just like lightly navigate through some way, somehow. This could just be energy that you're used to dealing with, Libra Scorpio singles. Maybe you're realizing, or you will begin to realize, that a lot of your relationships in the past were codependent, maybe due to passion, right? Codependent on passion. So this would just be relationships forged around or based off of physical attraction, physical chemistry. Hi, Pink Puerto Rican Cheesecake 22. Your name is awesome and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, yeah. Happy almost birthday. I mean, it's kind of far away, but yeah, we'll get into your birthday reading for sure. I feel some actually really exciting energy for you specifically. Okay, I won't tap into that because that's your personal business, but definitely thank you for being here. Divine. Okay, for all singles, yeah, heart-to-heart conversations. So honestly discussing your feelings with each other. Okay, for some of you, I do feel like again, you're realizing that maybe a lot of your relationships in the past were very codependent. Okay, you were maybe, either you or the people that you were attracted possibly had like addictive personalities, okay? Or just addictive behavior, right? So obsessing over things, yeah, overindulgence for some of you. That's like a season you're coming out of. And I think that this heart-to-heart conversations is something that you are communicating within yourself to your guides, maybe even with friends and family, about wanting to allow the divine to guide you in love. For some of you, this is like releasing the reins or the control around your love life and surrendering it up to the divine and being like, okay, you know my heart, right? This is what I really want. You know what I've been through, right? I want my heart and soul to sing with joy when it comes to love, right? I want passionate connections. Okay, and so that is something I do feel like you are either expressing to somebody, expressing to a loved one, or just having that communication with your own divine team. Okay, but essentially it's wanting your love life to be influenced or be led by your spiritual path, by your sense of spirit, as opposed to maybe your more physical attraction or physical desires. Okay, so it is feeling like a revelation of needing to have some sense of grounding in the heart when it comes to love for you. So if you and your potential lover don't meet heart to heart, then that is the sign, right? That it's something that maybe not for you. Okay, but that moment you do find that person that meets you heart to heart, yeah, it's going to maybe take a more spiritual it's almost like spirit's going to lead that connection. Okay, so there will be an element of ease about it. Okay, that's important for somebody out there. Okay, the ease is what's important. We are going to be using a new tarot deck that I just actually got not too long ago. This is the Line Define Tarot. It is created by a tattoo artist who specializes in, I guess, is that like a specific type of tattooing, or at least a style of tattooing, I guess, where it's line based, I guess, small lines, thin lines, gray, black, and white lines, like that type of thing. It's what he specifically specializes in. But this was just an absolutely gorgeous deck. I believe it took him 2 years to actually hand draw all the illustrations. They're very intricate and very detailed, so I'm excited to use this and premiere it on the channel. So let's get into this. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What do single Libra Scorpios need to know about passion energy? Whoa, don't go in my tea now. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Exactly. That's exactly what I was feeling. Realizing how deceptive passion is when it comes to love and relationships. Yes, absolutely. Ease is so important. It's so important. But that's what you're realizing, and that's the Seven of Swords energy, right? That it's almost as if, Libra Scorpios, that passionate energy was a form of chaos. But I think prior to this moment, you might have internalized it or interpreted it as love, right? Well, I am crazy obsessed with this person, so it must mean I love them. Or we just have a lot of fire and passion between us, so that has to be love, right? I feels like you're growing out of that understanding mentally, right? Seeing the deception in that energy, or at least seeing what no longer serves you when it comes to passion and love, right? So for some of you, again, it's not leading with that passionate energy, or recognizing when passion is all you have, because that, for some of you, that's what this Seven of Swords is all about. Realizing that at the end of the day, there is no substance there is no heart energy there, right? There is no spirit energy here with the religious factors, that it's just passion. It's just the physical, or just the chemical reaction to two energies being around each other. Okay, and no longer mistaking that for true love, for real love, for deep love, or authentic love. That's a very, very large and huge lesson to process, especially if this has been your patterning, like we had that codependency, especially if you're coming out of the codependency on that energy. So this would also look like, Libra Scorpios, if, let's say, you're introduced to someone new and you don't automatically feel that hot, fiery passion with that person, you would be quick to dismiss them. Yeah. Or, this person would be quick to dismiss that opportunity because there isn't that, almost like a sense of chaos, right? A codependency on that chaotic energy. And really that chaos is just a reflection of an imbalance within your own energy. And I feel like Libra Scorpios, at least the collective I'm tapping into now, you've done a lot of work to come into balance with yourself. So that's why this Seven of Swords is here. Yeah, understanding the deception, or the level of deception that passion energy can bring within a relationship. Okay, that was a lot with just one card. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got 3. Okay, actually, I am going to put those back in because I was not focused. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What else do you need Libra Scorpio singles to know about passion energy? Okay, we got the Lovers. Okay, the Lovers has been coming out as one of the first 3 cards in a lot of readings. So this Gemini energy is very active and potent right now. You could be dealing with the Gemini, someone who has Gemini in their chart. Okay, I am getting Libra off of this Lovers card, so again, this could just represent you. Okay, getting to that point where you are making healthier decisions around love. You are deciding to let the light side of love lead you, right? To keep believing in the light side of love, as opposed to maybe the devil, right? Which is the dark side of love energy. Yeah, it's just making these decisions, getting really clear about what brought you together with certain people from your past, what attracted you to certain individuals that you've had attraction to, you've talked to, whatever the case may be, you've dealt with in some way romantically, okay? Really just looking at that. Yeah. And seeing where that passion energy maybe clouded your sense of judgment, clouded your ability to stand as this Queen of Pentacles, okay? You could be connecting with an earth sign, Libra Scorpios, or have a lot of earth in your chart. Okay, this is Capricorn for me as a reader. Could also be Virgo energy as well, as we are leaving Virgo season, okay? Yeah, it's also realizing that passion energy sometimes blinds you, or whoever I'm connecting with, it sometimes pulls you out of focus on your stability financially or materially. So again, I feel like I'm tapping into a group where you do tend to allow the passion of a relationship overtake you, overwhelm you, oversweep you, and almost blind you to what you need to focus on, right? Outside of the relationship. I do feel like a sense of responsibility with this Queen of Pentacles that maybe lacks. And that's another thing that you're coming into the awareness when you are connected with someone, or again, really in the deep motions of passion within a relationship, you tend to lose sight of your responsibilities. Okay, so that's something that I think you are already aware of, or if you're not already aware of, that's something you will come to understand. Remember, this is a timeless reading, okay? So this can resonate with you at any given point in any movement. But yeah, and I think that you're coming to that understanding and that awareness to not let love knock you off your pentacles. You see what I'm saying? Not letting love knock you off your course, not letting love knock you off of attaining your own goals. Yeah, Libra Scorpios, it's coming from a pure place within you though. So I don't want you to beat yourself up or be harsh on yourself about it. It's because when you are in love with someone, or you're experiencing that passion with someone, you truly do invest your all into them, right? Which would pull you away from what you have going on for the sake of your partner, for the sake of their needs, right? And so again, that's what I do feel like is coming into balance for this group. An awareness of that tendency to be codependent on the passion, and to allow that codependency to actually affect your money, affect your stability, right? It's, for example, and this will be the last thing, it's like you get in a relationship and then all of a sudden you forget to pay your credit card bill, you forget to, do this, you forget to keep working on this project. You see what I'm saying? Then there's a lot of things that are untied around you, okay? Let's look into this heart-to-heart conversations. Let's see. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What do Libra Scorpio singles need to know about heart-to-heart conversations in the now moment? 10 of Swords. Yeah, these are heart-to-heart conversations, bringing something to an end, to a completion. Again, for some of you guys, this is just having that conversation with yourself of self. Let's not lose ourselves when we get in relationships, right? Like, honestly, discussing that part of your connections or your role in those connections, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the 2 of Swords, not the 10 of Swords. My apologies. I still feel like it applies. That was a squeak from my own throat, like I said. Throat chakra activations. I do feel like the same still applies. Deciding to put an end to something mentally, allowing something to come to an end as well, making a decision. With the swords facing down in this way, like generally and typically with swords face up, yes, absolutely. Self-care is super important. Thank you for mentioning that. Very, very important for you right now, Libra Scorpios, okay? Yeah, it's that decision and that balance between light and dark. Yeah, you see the handles here on the swords, right? That shadow and then that light. So really allowing both sides of yourselves to come into agreement mentally, to decide on something mentally. Okay. Yeah. And I think that's what might be necessary. So if some of you are facing a decision, some of you might even be offered an opportunity to have a heart-to-heart with someone. And I do feel like you're a little indecisive about it. Why are you indecisive, or why are they indecisive? What do they need to know about the Two of Swords? Yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah, I think because it's a question of commitment here, Libra Scorpios. Whether this is you questioning yourself, right? Like, am I ready for commitment? Am I open to commitment? So again, having that heart-to-heart conversation with yourself, right? Like, are we open? Are we ready for a higher level of commitment when it comes to love, right? Because if you're asking for it, you want to make sure that you are in alignment energetically to receive it, okay? That also seems very important. Yeah, because even if you can see, what I love about this deck too, it's like the Hierophant is not even facing forward, right? The Hierophant is over here with their arms out, reaching and gathering some sort of substance here. Yeah, reaching out, looking for guidance, looking for assistance. For some of you, this could even be consulting a spiritual leader, a pastor, or someone that has some sense of authority over you, okay? Whether this is a parent, a guardian, an older family member, someone in your community, okay? I do feel this deep sense, though, Libra Scorpio singles, that it's you really wanting to experience a higher level of commitment, and maybe approaching someone or even approaching your guides or yourself and asking, okay, well, what do I have to get in alignment with to experience that, right? Honestly being open about, yes, I do want to be committed. Because for some of you, it might have been this sense of, well, I'm okay with just having these passionate connections, right? Like, I'm okay if it's just an attraction that I have in my relationships, that I don't necessarily need anything of a higher level of commitment or a higher substance, right? Or something deeper than that. With the Hierophant being here, this is your heart crying for something deeper, okay? And really getting that into your mindset. Really thinking that over. Really tapping into that feeling. Yeah, allowing your head and heart to align. So there's a lot of that head and heart alignment happening for the collective. Not just you guys, but for the mass conscious collective, okay? So you're right on par. You're right on par with this. Especially as the collective kind of ascends into the fourth dimension and the fourth chakra, okay? Yeah, you're also experiencing that ascension. You're tapping into that as well. And that's going to be reflected in your own life, right? Where you're now going to be able to operate from a heart space. Especially when it comes to love. Being able to see through your heart and maybe not necessarily your mind that's still attached to the past, right? Or your spirit that is anxious for the future. Really being able to operate from your heart space, the center of your energy, and remain in that present, okay? Definitely check out yesterday's daily for this group. Yesterday's daily will might offer some more insight and more clarity about what you might be going through, okay? Thank you. Yeah, and overall, look at that, Ace of Cups. Self-care, self-love, the ultimate new emotional experience. The Ace of Cups also showed up in our daily reading for today, okay? So definitely check that out as well. Yeah, it's just, some fear. Okay, it's acknowledging that you might be afraid to commit to yourself in some way. You might be afraid to commit to love in some way. Thank you, Divine. So there's a lack of commitment within your own self or to yourself that's being reflected in your relationships, and that's something that you'll come into awareness of. And I do feel like the moment that clicks for you, it's going to open up a whole new door. Like, open up a whole new realm of awareness for you to operate out of when it comes to love and relationships, right? So no longer operating out of this sense of lack of love or this sense of disconnect from the Ace of Cups, right? It's operating with that Ace of Cups intact, in mind, in hand. Yeah, it's really wanting to have some sort of emotional mastery, especially when it comes to love. So for those that do find that they get a little bit fuzzy and foggy and cloudy, and they kind of forget themselves when they do connect with people in relationships or when they experience that passion, This is something you're definitely going to grow out of, and I do feel like it's happening rather quickly. And it's the more honest you can be with your heart, the more honest you can be with yourself, the easier this transition out of this cycle for you, again, which I do feel is a karmic cycle, the easier that will be, okay? So Libra Scorpio singles, it really does feel like you're setting yourself up for the ultimate love and the ultimate commitment. So whatever it is that you are doing or you have been doing, please keep it up. Please keep setting your intentions for what you do want. Please keep communicating with your guides as well. Okay? This also feels like surrender in some form or way, because I'm getting patience with that crane. I don't know if you guys can make that out clearly or not, but there's a crane there. Okay? It's patience. It's this need to truly understand the power in patience. Yeah? Especially when it comes to love. Allowing this cup to overflow, like fill all the way up, right? And then overflow. Having the patience for that flow to come through. That is another part of your challenge here, okay? But it is possible, and I do see you guys succeeding in it. I do see that, okay? Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What religious factors, what do Libra Scorpio singles need to know about religious factors? Okay. Wow. Look at that. King of Swords. So you're showing up right there in your energy, Libra Scorpios, okay? With that air energy, Libra here. Also Aquarian energy. Some of you could have Aquarius in your chart. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? Yeah, it's King of Swords. It's clarity, right? King of Swords rules from logic. It's almost like you're in this period of switching from your mind's logic to your spirit's logic, if that makes sense. Like almost allowing what you feel intuitively and spiritually be your logic, as opposed to what your mind tells you is logical and what's not. So this does feel like a marriage of spirit and mind, Libra Scorpios, that you could be going through or will be going through soon. Wow, you got another ace and a chariot. Okay, yeah. Guys, Libra Scorpios, for you guys, if you don't tune into my daily readings, please, please, please check out the past 2 weeks, okay? The past 2 weeks, the daily readings, this chariot energy has been prominent, okay? We are way past Cancer season, okay? I'm sure we might still be under the effects of that Cancer solar eclipse, but the chariot has come out way too much in our dailies for me not to mention that to you guys. So if you are interested in further clarification or just want some more insight or more opportunities to gain confirmations and clarity, check out my dailies for the past 2 weeks, okay? You'll see. So this chariot energy, again, so you're moving forward. Again, like I said, getting in alignment with destiny is what this chariot card is for me as a reader. It's getting in alignment with destiny. Okay, it's a major arcana. It's surrendering to spirit, like we were talking about earlier, and saying, okay, you know what? This is what I want. Heart-to-heart conversations. This is what I truly desire, right? You truly do want that Ace of Cups, right? You really do want to be committed, okay? So you're going to come out of indecision around that if some of you were indecisive about your ability to commit or your desire to commit, okay? And you're going to be committed and, well, you're going to be clear in the level of commitment you desire, and you're going to be moving towards that, yeah, with a very, very bright passion. Look at the Ace of Wands here, okay? Gorgeous. Right? So snake might mean something to you. You might have a snake as a spirit totem, okay? But again, it's just that inspiration, right? It's that connection to the universal fire of life, the Ouroboros, right? That never-ending cycle, the never-ending circle. This is a deeper understanding in destiny, Scorpios, like this is a little bit beyond love for you right now, but I do feel like it's centered around relationships. It's just a deeper understanding in the purpose. Thank you, Divine. The deeper understanding in the purpose of connection, the purpose of relationships, the purpose of passion, right? The purpose of having open communication, being able to speak what it is you feel, what it is you think, okay? And standing on that. And trusting the fact that what it is you do desire is also desiring you. Okay? You have two aces out here, Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands. So this is a new emotional beginning and a new spiritual beginning for you. Also a new level of mastery in those areas. So yeah, you're going to be headed towards Libra Scorpio singles. I do feel like you're going to be headed towards a new passion, a new adventure, possibly a new relationship with this Ace of Cups and the Hierophant. Could be in connection to this Queen of Pentacles, because you do have the Lovers here. So some of you could have been very confused by your passion for somebody. Yeah, some of you were confused by your passion for somebody, and you're gaining the clarity after having some heart-to-heart conversations, either with this person or just with yourself, about what it is you truly do feel. Why are you so passionate about this person? And it's because there's an Ace of Cups here. I am also getting that there's something to learn. This could be a soulmate that wanted to pop out earlier. This could be a soulmate too, a soulmate connection that you're embarking on. Or coming into the awareness that you have, right? That the passion that you have for this person is there because this is a soulmate of yours. And so now that you do have that clarity, which I do feel like you will get more of from the divine as time goes on, you are going to align yourself and move forward towards this new beginning. Or at least you're going to be moving forward and taking the action to get your vibration on this, to this Ace of Wands and to this Ace of Cups, to usher in a soulmate relationship and a soulmate connection that is going to teach you. And I do feel like it's going to teach you how to be maybe more open and more honest about what you feel with the Swords energy here. Okay? What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Nine of Swords. So it's going to make you feel a little anxious. You're going to feel nervous moving forward. Okay? You're going to feel a little unsettled. You're definitely going to overthink it. But it wouldn't necessarily be a Libra Scorpio reading if a level of overthinking wasn't there. Okay? It comes from a good space. So again, don't beat yourself up for overthinking anything. It's just because you care. Yeah, it's just because you really do care about putting your best foot forward. You really do care about making smart moves for yourself. Even if you lack the awareness of what that smarter move is for some of you guys, it's like, don't beat yourself up for not knowing what you didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, you're coming into this knowledge now in this moment in time for a reason. It couldn't have happened earlier than now because you weren't ready then. Or even the pieces in place that might be coming into you weren't available or ready then. So again, trusting that all of this is being guided by the divine, which I do feel strongly here with the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. So there is a lot of divine leadership here for you to rely on, to trust in, and tap into. So don't be afraid to ask your guides, your guardians, your angels for help, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the Soul Rebel deck, all right? And see what affirmations we have for you. And then we will end this reading, and then the couples reading will start at 4:45, okay? So if you want to meet me over there later, you totally can. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your love and support. Oh, thank you so much, Pink Puerto Rican. I love your energy. Thank you for being here. Okay. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, what do Libra Scorpios need to know? Okay, right out the gate. I love it. First card out that caught my eye was Heaven Sent. Vibration of 33, okay? Look at all of that beautiful light energy. Okay, so some of you, this is a part of your meditation practice that's going to be very important for you right now, okay, to really get yourself in alignment with this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands, needing to understand that, again, like we said, everything that's happening is divinely guided, Okay, people will be sent to you that match you. Okay, you will be sent to others to in the form of this heavenly presence. Okay, so it is an ebb and flow, but this is a sense of mastery. Okay, mastering a sense of spirit. Okay, a sense of unity. Where I'm gonna pull a little bit. We'll read a little bit from the Oracle book just to get kind of the overarching message. You also have 45 here with Pandora's gift. Okay, this does feel like really taking the time to see yourself. Yeah, see yourself through the lens of who you are now. Like looking back on your past and realizing, again, you were only doing what you were taught. You were only doing the best you could with what you knew then. Pandora's gifts, I feel, comes around to show you what now is coming, right? What now in this new vibration, what is open to you. Allowing yourself to transform your awareness of the abundance around you. For some of you guys, that's really important. Okay, and we also had 12 here. Every journey starts with a single step. Look at that. This is feeling like that religious factors energy, right? King of Swords. So taking that first step, Chariot energy. This breaks down to a 3 again, okay? You also have 45 breaking down to a 9. 33 also breaks down to a 6, okay? So a lot of multiples of 3 here. That is a sign of angelic presence, okay? So your angels are around you now. Your guardians are around you now. They will be surrounding you for a while, okay, as you go through this transition, okay? So trust in that. Yeah, and then look at the bottom of the deck. You have in the world, not of the world. That is, in fact, the exact transition you're making right now, where you're realizing you are in this world. You are not of it, right? So what the world deems appropriate, what the world is doing, isn't always what's best for you to do, and that it's okay to go against that grain. It's okay to not follow suit. Yeah, and getting a little bit more comfortable in that. And really allowing that sense of uniqueness, or at least that sense of detachment, to inspire you, as opposed to maybe make you feel disconnected. Yeah? Interesting. I'm going to pull it. Okay. I just want to let's just pull a quick, I just want to see what they say right quick, guys. And then we will end this. Let's do 33. Where are you at? Okay. Let's see. What might be the most important? Okay, it says, this oracle brings you the message, let yourself be helped. Okay, assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. If you have also drawn, okay, we won't do that. You are to trust in things that you feel and say to others without knowing why. It moves them. You might not understand, but through trust, you are allowing yourself to not overthink and censor yourself. As such, you are becoming a vessel through which the spiritual gift can be passed on to others. Don't block yourself. Let life happen through you, okay? Only benefit can come from this. So exactly what I was saying, right? Not overthinking. Allowing that all to flow, okay? Let's quick look into Pandora's gift, okay? Let's see. Yeah, so there is no shame in your learning process. Pandora's presence is a sign of a new time, a time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. From this moment on, how unstoppable you shall become. This is what I was saying, guys. Libra-Scorpio, you're really walking into a very powerful season and chapter of your life when it comes to love and relationships, where it's like whatever shamed you from the past, whatever shame you might have been carrying, again, shame-based belief systems, right, where maybe you were judging yourself or punishing yourself for your feelings, your thoughts, your desires, all of that is coming to an end. Yeah, and it's time to accept that you are inherently divine, okay? So some of you, yeah, it's a little bit of that like religious factors, right? So for some of you, if you grew up Christian or in the church somehow, some way, a lot of those ideologies are shame-based judgments, right? That we can carry on that can block you from really experiencing divine love. Interesting. So some of you guys are really going to be doing that work with your spiritual team. Okay, last but not least, every journey starts with a single step, okay? This oracle brings you particular guidance that the apparently small steps you are taking in an area of your life, important to you right now, are actually far more powerful and constructive than you realize. Sometimes we are gaining ground, but the effect is not immediately obvious. This doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the effects of your actions are cumulative, and soon they will begin to overflow. Ace of Cups, just like we were talking about, overflow into the physical world with a positive impact that may surprise you. This oracle brings you the message to keep going. If you have been doing a lot of inner work and are frustrated or concerned that you are not seeing results translate into the physical world, keep your faith, as the physical manifestation of your inner work is coming. Remember that you have all the resources you need and then some. Your inner and outer journeys are blessed with positive energy, and all you need to do is keep going one step at a time. Powerful, impactful, amazing, glorious, lovely. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this beautiful reading, guys. I'm so excited for this series. I just thank you guys again for all of your love and support, your likes, your comments, your shares. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you do give me a thumbs up, share it with people who you may feel benefit from it, and make sure you do hit that bell notification and subscribe to my channel to be a part of our family here at Cusp of Roses. I'd be very grateful to have you. So thank you guys so much for bringing your love and energy to this reading, and I hope it served you well.